Hey guys, hey. Sorry. They're doing the worldwide again, and I'm gonna block this part out because it's my last name, and boom. This is the ticket, and this time it is like 5 weeks or something. Like, it's not like, like 5 weeks or something. I don't know. Pretty sure it's only, but I'm posting pictures of the class schedule. So we're gonna click that one, boom, and then that one. But the schedule, we got Sundays, which is warm up, legs and feet, and then we got conditioning, a competition lyrical combo, and then finish, and then that Sunday, Abby Lee and Gianna. Then we got Fridays, which is Abby, and it's acrobatics. Then it's the more advanced acrobatics, and then there's open gymnastics, something or other, and finish. And then there's Miranda. For Thursday, we got warm up, legs and feet, jumps and turns. I think that's condition. Like a combo and something else. Like, then we got Wednesday, which is warm up, legs and feet, jumps and turns, acrobatics, and then like a bunch of stuff we do on. And then we got Mondays, which has like tap and a bunch of stuff. So at this point, I don't think I'm getting allowance. Like, at this point, my mom said that I will get $1 for my allowance, probably. Like, I took pictures with my phone, and I'm really excited because, like, even though this one, I am shocked because it is less like last time. So this time it is less because this time it's only like 5 weeks instead. Like this time it was same pricing pretty much of, wait, let me check. It was $299. Pricey. Now, here's the thing. In his last time it was this price, but it was for like 3 months, and this time I think it's on. Wait, let me check this thing if it says anything. This time I think it's 2 months. Yeah. I think it's 2 months. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to ask that. I think it's 5 weeks or something. I don't know anyways, but it's like around either 2 months or 5 weeks, one of them. And then what ended up happening was And even though that's less like last time, we didn't have like last time. This time it's 5 weeks or it's 5 days a week, meaning the only days that I get off is the only days I get off is Saturday, like Saturdays and Tuesdays are my only days off. Last time I was getting Saturdays, Sundays, and Tuesdays off. But now it's only Saturdays and Tuesdays. I'm really excited about yes, it's not as much. Like, I feel like before, like, also I am kind of like, once we get the link, I'm gonna really check to see, like, because they did switch, try to get the post. This is not posting, so we're just gonna go in and we're gonna post it again. That one, and then we're doing this one, which is tap, warm up, cross. I don't know what that word is. I think it's like prawn. Then we got like theater, jazz, funk combo, acro, gymnastics, tumbling, and then finish. Then let's see. This is Sunday. Warm up legs and feet with Abby and contemporary, like something called. Then we got Fridays, which is something that we didn't have before. On Fridays, though, we had, like, we could get into the acro class with Abby versus now. It's literally listed. We got acrobatics and then our basic acrobatics. Then we got advanced, which I won't be doing. And then we got open to learning, like, gymnastics. And then we have cool new tricks and TikTok, contemporary combo, finish, jumps and turns, legs and feet warm up. And that's like our third day. But we get 5 days a week, so I'm really excited. And at this point, because we are going to keep dancing, and, well, I am anyway, I'm going to keep dancing, and this is great. Like, yes, I am kind of confused on how it's less, because, like, let me put summer why. But the thing that okay, these are not wanting to post, and wait, okay, that one posted. We're gonna delete that. Like, I am a little annoyed about one thing though, which is that that the first one, so it starts technically on the 12th, but since we have access to the Sunday, oh wait, no, never mind. For a second, I was getting my days mixed up, and I was like, the day before, like, our first, like, Monday and stuff, of which I'm gonna check one thing real quick on that to see who is our Monday teacher. Because it says Monday class, there's Wednesday. Okay, so we have like Taylor. But I am kind of sad that there is no like hip hop on here. Like no hip hop or ballet, which I'm kind of fine with, like no ballet, because like ballet's not my most favorite thing, and I do like that's different. But at the same time, it's like I with this one, like even I was worried for a minute because I mixed up days in my head and thought that was the 11th when it started, but then I realized no, it's the 12th because but my first class is on the 11th, so it's like the day after Sam's birthday. And I thought we were going on summer break and stuff, but I guess not, and that's fine. Like this, and I don't know if it's 2 months or just 1 month, because there is a thing up here saying like, oh wait, that's a different thing. I don't, but there is a thing saying in like July and August, but at the same time, my dad said 5 weeks, so like I'm guessing 5 weeks. I don't know. One of those situations. Maybe he misread it. Like I have no clue. I just know that I'm excited, and I generally thought we were going on summer break because one of my dance friends brought up like, oh, every studio that I know of goes on summer break, and I'm like, I don't want to go on summer break though. Like that's something that I didn't want, and the reason is dancing my whole life, and I really love dancing, and dancing like it's not my whole life, but it is a big part of it. And like knowing, like now it's like comes down to where I get to enjoy. I do like that there is no more like 10:30 at night situations. That is something I'm very thankful for, because I did it a couple of times, and then after a couple of times, and I want to say actually when I started in the living room, I did 10:30 night in the living room, but for the most part, I didn't. Yeah, so like, I, yeah, so like for me, like, I didn't want to go on summer break because I love dance, and like, so the thought of going on summer break, I was thinking in my head, like, oh, I'm just gonna push it a lot. Like, I'm gonna work on things that need to be worked on and stuff. But now, it works to where, like, we are technically getting, like, a summer break up until the 11th. But but it is a very quick summer break, and I'm just excited, like, because I'm excited to be getting to like do this throughout the summer. My parents weren't like what happened was generally what happened was Abby posted a swipe up link and talking about something like it, and it was just summer studio like class season like thing, and then all of a sudden I'm like, Dad, look it up. Like, so he looked it up, found it and stuff, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna talk to Mom. So I brought it up to Mom and like, hey, now like now's the time and we need to do this like situation, like this is the time, and because it starts really soon, and she like how much is it? So then my dad told her like, and she went like, do we have the money? And then he's like, yeah. And so one thing led to another where immediately it was a yes. And last time I was more freaked out because last time it was a waiting process. Like last time I brought the idea up to them, and then they're like, we talked about it a little bit, and then they're like, okay, go like in the bedroom with Sam or something, and we're gonna talk about it for a minute. So then a couple minutes later, and like, even though it was like not even 5 minutes, I would say, it was a long process, like a generally long process of like just waiting and waiting. Like, it felt like, even though it was only like 5 minutes, to me it felt like 5 years. Like, just hoping they would say yes, but like knowing that there was a big chance that they weren't. This time we kind of had talked about it, so like this time, it was like immediate. Yes, I'm gonna mark my last name out. Let me. Okay, let me grab something to write with. Oh wait, I grabbed tape. Let me find something really quick, guys, to like mark it out with. Like, wait, I'm gonna. I have. Let me. I found my. That's where those scissors. Okay. Put this up really. And then I'm gonna post a picture on Instagram. But like this time, even though it's less, that's like same price, but this time I'm just really happy about it because I didn't want to go on summer break. Like, to me, summer break was like something that like I was like, and I love that this time there's an actual Friday like scheduled. Before there wasn't. Like, before, like, we had access to the acro class on Fridays, but like we never could figure out the time. And like we didn't know, and everyone was talking about the Sunday class and how like, or Abby kept posting like, oh, Worldwide Sunday, and I'm like, I like really excited, but also like, you know, like I was excited, but at the same time I'm like, I could never seem to figure it out. Like, I would go in at like never know, like trying to. I would always log on and something would always happen, and like I remember the first time I was so disappointed, but then my parents kind of made it up a little bit and got me a pair of point shoes because I wanted to work. Like, I wanted to try working on point, you know, and like as a dancer does, I was advancing and stuff. And like when I saw them and my parents said yes, I was so happy because like I was hating summer break. Like, to me, because literally for me summer break isn't anything special. Like most people, like, summer break means going on trips, no school, like situation. For me, summer break means no school, but at the same time, it means stay at home, do absolutely nothing. Nothing happens. And like, knowing that I do owe my parents a lot of money, like a lot of money, like over $100, let me put it this way, like almost, actually now, by now, it's close, I want to say it's a little bit less than 600. I know that sounds like a lot, guys. Like, that sounds like a lot. I do pay them for this stuff. Like, I pay them back by not getting allowance. But on top of it, you gotta understand how much I love dancing. In my case, most people would rather go out shopping and spend money and stuff like that instead of like paying back their parents for like dance or something. But I look at it the opposite way. I would rather pay them back like $600 and take months and months to pay them back and not be able to spend money in that time. Like occasionally they'll let me like slide with a few dollars, like less, and like by giving me like $10 just to like get something, for like a YouTube video or something. But for the most part, I look at it as dance is something that I really want to work on. And I'm loving that, even though Friday is completely, like, we get more Abby out of it. And I'm loving that, because before before the only class that I could ever get Abby was the acro. And that was questionable. But now we have literally listed on the schedule, only have Abby. Like, my only thing is, let me actually check real quick. We're just gonna go to my post on Instagram, because okay, my dad's gonna have to tell me if that is our time, because I think it is. That's normal. This one, normal, okay. Time-wise, this one, which is Sunday, is from 12, okay, so, 12 o'clock we have warm up legs and feet with Abby, and then from 1:15 to 2:15 we have like a lyrical or like a combo with Gianna. This one is Friday, which starts at 12, and it goes from 12 all the way up to 2:15 is when we actually like do the last thing, which is open gymnastics. Like it's gymnastics, I think, or something. And for me, I will end up logging off probably. Only for the advanced acro. And then this one actually starts a little bit later and it ends later, meaning this one is the latest that it ends. I'm pretty sure I'm going to check these other ones again, because it ends at 8:30 and it starts at 6. Yeah. Okay. Yep, that ends. Yeah, at this point, it's the one that ends at the latest time. And I'm really excited because I'm excited because the Wednesday class, let me check something really, really quick. But the Wednesday class is Gianna Martello's, which I'm loving because last time they would always put Gianna so late. Like, literally, she wouldn't start until, like 7, 16 or something, like, for me at night, and it would go until 10:30, and so she always went so late, and then I'm like, but I love her class, and I love her class so much, and so, for me, I was always so annoyed about, it going so late and stuff. But it was really annoying for me. And then what ended up happening was so many times I would leave early or log off early, just due to the fact that, it was going so late. And I'm the type where I'm, kind of a night person. like at night, like for me, I'm not the type that I can just lay in bed and not immediately fall asleep. Like I'm the type where I scroll on Instagram a little bit, you know. And every night I try to put something on my Instagram story. Just as like a fun little like something. And now I'm like and stuff. But for me, every time, the part that made it hard was because I was like, when I'm on the Wednesdays, like my mom usually like starts falling asleep and like getting ready to like go to sleep around 8. And then by the time that like before I'm even near done, like by like I want to say like by I want to say by I like 9 or something, like at a time period where like we have a little bit left and my mom's asleep and my dog Sam's asleep, and so like the house is kind of more quiet and all you can hear is like my dad's still awake obviously, like because he doesn't go to sleep until like everyone's asleep, or me and my mom. He doesn't care about Sam too much, like if he's asleep or not. And like he does care about Sam. He does love Sam. But like it was always so annoying because like all you could hear was the Zoom classes and stuff, and it was like kind of it was interesting, and so for me it was like and it would drive me mad because then in my mindset my head starts thinking, and okay, it's time to like you should be done by now, like I had time to scroll on Instagram and stuff, and I'm like no, and then like it just gets me in a mindset of where like I want to like start just like being quiet and just going on Instagram, and so now that there's not late hours, I'm much happier about that, and I'm happier because of the reasoning of that we actually have Abby, and like Abby's a big part of it. Unlike last time, what ended up happening was that last time Abby wasn't as big of a part of it last time. I'm like there were 2 different classes where we could get her, which wasn't even part of the schedule. It was things that they eventually added to where we had access to, which was the acrobatic, the acro, and also on top of it, the Sunday class. So now that those are both actually a part of the schedule, and on top of it, they added in like another thing for Fridays. I'm feeling a lot better about it, and I'm really happy. So I'm just going to come on here to talk about this and how happy I am to be doing it, and that like right now nothing, like I'm just really happy, and I'm ready to prove to Abby, hey, I can get more flexible over time. Like just give me the tools to work on it, and I'll start working on it. I'll try to prove you wrong, and I'll try to show, hey, I can do it. Like, and now that I have my splits on my right side, I'm gonna quickly try my left side because I haven't tried my left side today. My left side is actually not terrible. I'm like so close, and I feel like with a little more work, or just a tiny bit, I'll have it definitely by, right now, I'll definitely have it by the 11th. And because right now I'm like so close, and I actually just kind of almost got into them. It was just, that's why I immediately came out, because it was kind of uncomfortable and not the best piece out. This was not me trying to brag, by the way.